He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons, and because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Well, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list, and I've heard that guy, heard that guy, heard that guy. And so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage? That's what's been the key for Colorado. Can they be physical and tough up front?
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
To the air, it's Salter. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from...
Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to it.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
On fourth down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. That's the use.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Sure hands, it's Dillon. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
There he goes! And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Caught near the sticks. It's Stowers. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Alexander. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking for a man, it's Pavia. Forced out of the pocket. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Give to the running back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. They'll run play action. Looking left. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. He's in open space downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. To the air, it's Salter. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
These corners going to give them some space. Wants to go up top on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. The defense takes matters into its own hand.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space. After the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up fourth.
And the Buffaloes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Caught in the backfield, it's Price. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Commodores can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks. It's Alexander. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
unleashes one. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Pavia. Makes the grab, it's Alexander. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
He's going to run it. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Commodores.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for space. It's Bright. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Splits the uprights. Good. And now they regain the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Salter. Got the back over the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Release to the back. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Colorado! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get it to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Rams him with the stiff arm. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
It's third and goal and third and long. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. And make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final play of the quarter coming. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hayden. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll give it to the back. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Salter. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Buffaloes will snap it on first and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. He's looking to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Here comes the heat. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Buffaloes send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Oh, they're after him. just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Got a man. It's Brown. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. At the 45 on his way. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive.
Turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He's got it on the run. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. They'll run it on first and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Using his feet. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone.
Touchdown, Vandy. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Just couldn't nudge it across for the 2-point conversion. They had hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Working that left side. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Back to throw, it's Salter. Moving out of the pocket. trying to make magic on the scramble.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself. And
he'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. The tag. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. It'll all be decided right here. Win or lose on this kick. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they've regained the lead. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end